There are things you survived that nobody knows almost broke you. Days when you smiled, but you were hurting. Nights when everybody thought you were sleeping, but you were lying awake, wondering how you were going to make it through another day. And somehow, you did. Maybe you thought it was because you were strong. Maybe you thought you just pushed through. But when you look back over your life, there are some seasons you can't explain with strength alone. God kept you. He kept you when you didn't even realize you needed keeping. He kept you through disappointment, through doors that closed, through people who walked away, through mistakes you wish you could undo, through prayers that seemed unanswered, through moments when you had absolutely no idea what was coming next. And you're still here. Not because everything went the way you wanted, not because you never fell, not because you never cried. You're still here because falling wasn't the end of your story. Think about some of the things you worried about 5 years ago. Some of them felt enormous. You couldn't sleep. You played every possible outcome over and over in your mind. You wondered, how am I going to get through this? And now, you're standing on the other side of something you once thought might destroy you. Maybe it changed you. Maybe it left scars. Maybe there are still pieces you're putting back together. But it didn't finish you. God kept you. And sometimes we don't recognize God's keeping because we're looking for something dramatic. We expect thunder, a miracle we can point to, a door flying open. But sometimes God's keeping looks incredibly ordinary. It's waking up with enough strength for one more day. It's somebody calling at exactly the right time. It's a door closing that you begged God to open, only to realize later what He may have protected you from. It's having just enough when you thought there wouldn't be enough. It's finding courage you didn't know you had. It's getting through Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, until one morning you realize the season you thought would never end, ended. Psalm 121 says, "The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore." What a beautiful promise, because it means God isn't only present in the big moments. He's there in the coming. He's there in the going. He's there in the ordinary. He's there when you're celebrating. And He's there when you're barely holding things together. Maybe you're listening to this right now from the middle of something difficult. Maybe you haven't reached the other side yet. And if that's you, I don't want to give you some empty promise that tomorrow morning everything will suddenly be perfect. Faith doesn't mean pretending life isn't hard. Faith says, "This is hard, but I am not walking through it alone." There is a difference. You can be afraid and still have faith. You can cry and still trust God. You can have questions and still believe. You can have a bad day and still know God hasn't abandoned you. Sometimes faith isn't shouting. Sometimes faith sounds like, "God, I don't understand this, but please keep me." And He has. Look at your life. You have evidence. There were days you didn't know how you'd pay for something, but somehow you made it. There were heartbreaks you thought you'd never recover from, but you're still capable of loving. There were people you thought you couldn't live without, and somehow life continued. There were times you questioned yourself, Times you wondered whether you'd ever feel like yourself again. Times you couldn't see what God was doing. Yet here you are, still breathing, still dreaming, still trying, still believing enough to listen to a message like this. That's not nothing. Sometimes survival itself is testimony. And maybe you've been so focused on everything that hasn't happened yet that you've forgotten to thank God for everything you've already survived. We spend so much time asking, God, what's next? God, when will this happen? God, when will things change? And those prayers are okay. But our once in a while, turn around. Look behind you. Look at the road you've already traveled. Look at the things you thought you couldn't survive. Then whisper, thank you. Thank you for keeping my mind. Thank you for keeping my heart. Thank you for giving me strength when bacon was gone. Thank you for the people you sent. Thank you for the drones you closed. Thank you for the doors you opened. Thank you for protecting me from things I didn't even know working. Thank you for carrying me through seasons I couldn't carry myself through. Thank you for keeping me.
And there's something else I want you to remember. If God kept you through what is behind you, you don't have to be terrified of what's ahead of you. That doesn't mean nothing difficult will ever happen again. It means you've learned something about who walks with you. The same God who was there then is here now. The same God who gave you strength then can give you strength again. The same God who made a way when you couldn't see one hasn't changed. So maybe tonight or this morning, whenever you're hearing this, you don't need to figure out your entire future. Maybe you only need enough faith for today, enough strength for this moment, enough courage for the next step. Tomorrow can wait until tomorrow. Today, God, keep me. Keep my mind when worry tries to take over. Keep my heart when disappointment comes. Keep my steps when I don't know which direction to take. Keep me humble when things go well. Keep me hopeful when they don't. Keep me close when life gets busy. And when I don't have the strength to hold on to you, Lord, hold on to me. Because when I look back over my life, I know something now that I didn't always understand then. There were moments when I thought I was walking alone. I wasn't. There were moments when I thought I was carrying everything myself. I wasn't. There were moments when I thought I had reached the end. I hadn't. God was keeping me. And if you're listening today and wondering whether you're going to make it through whatever you're facing, remember, you've made it through days you thought you couldn't survive before. Don't give up in the middle of this one. Take the next step. Say the next prayer. Get through the next day. And one day, you may look back at this season too and say, I don't know how I made it through all of that, but God kept me.